Today, April 15th, of course, it's tax day. You do have until midnight tonight to file your 2018 tax return or file for an extension. So what happens if you do need more time? Tax expert and financial planner David Ragland joins us to talk about it. David, welcome. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning. Nice to be here.
Thank you. And, you know, today, not a day that people look forward to, obviously.
Right.
A busy day for you, busy time for you. But what should people do if they need to file an extension? They just ran out of time.
Simple process. There's one form, 4868. Just download it from the internet, sign it. If you need to pay, just attach a check, send it to the IRS today.
Make sure that's postmarked by midnight.
That's right. Stand in line early because the lines will get really long, as you know, and you want to get that return receipt required. It's a little green slip that proves that you actually sent your tax return in, or your extension, and your payment. Also, make a copy of your check.
Right, and it's also important too, when you say check, you need to make a payment as well. If you believe that you owe, it's not just good enough just to file for the extension. Make a payment too.
That's exactly right. A return is not actually extended if you actually owe money and you didn't make the payment.
So how do you estimate how much that you should send to them, you know, in this kind of pre-stage here?
Great question. So you have two options. Obviously, number one is you can employ your local CPA and he or she could tell you what you owe. Or number two, there are a ton of tax estimators on the internet. QuickBooks Internet has a fantastic estimate your taxes right there online for you.
Yeah, so there is a time investment involved even today.
Absolutely,
at the last minute.
absolutely.
Now, also quickly too, tell us about a lot of people, even when they got returns, their returns back less than they would normally get.
Yes, absolutely. Two major reasons for that. Number one, the withholding tables actually changed January 1st of 2018, so you didn't know what you were getting, just a little bit less or a little bit more in your paycheck, and so your refund turned out a little bit less. Or number two is the major change in the itemized deductions. State and local income taxes were capped out at $10,000. So if you owned a home and you also had real estate taxes that were above that amount in prior years, your deductions are now limited. A lot of people didn't know that going into the end of the year.
Surprise for many people. David Ragland, we appreciate your time
Absolutely.
coming in for us.
Great to be here. We
put a link to all of these tax tips on the CBS 46 News app. Of course, to download it, just text CBS 46 to 23765.